I know it's going to take a while for me, too. There we go. It's finally live.
Boom.
Nice. Hello, stream.
Boom, boom, boom.
I'm going to say this a bunch of times, but Tom isn't here tonight. Tom had an emergency, so Tom is not here. We're only going to do a really short stream, though, so welcome, everybody.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hello, everyone. How was everyone this evening? Oh, so remember last week we were talking about The Expanse, Ian?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So I started watching The Expanse last week, and I was watching The Expanse. I started watching a couple weeks ago. Hey, everybody. Hope everybody's okay. Right. Hope everybody's doing well.
Hey-o.
Tom has an emergency, so he can't make it tonight. He had to leave just before we went. So just before we went live. So we're just going to do a short stream tonight. Ian and I are going to do a really quick stream, and it's going to be short. But I want to talk a little bit about The Expanse though before we start. So I watched 6 or 7 episodes before it fucking finally hit the narrative hook. But once it hit the narrative hook, it's really good, right? It's really good. It's got intrigue. It's got all this just really great, awesome, hard sci-fi stuff. Really, really enjoyed that part. Did not like the 5 episodes, 6 episodes up to that, getting to the point where there's actually something interesting happening.
Yeah, that's fair. It's also confusing because it is such story building that they kind of have to build the world, but it is slow paced. I mean, it's like the book, I guess.
Yeah,
so,
I'm going to probably read the book too because I hear the book is
The Expanse is what we were talking about.
The Expanse, yeah. But
it's good.
I want to read the book.
This season was excellent too.
Yeah, so
it
apparently you quit at the exact wrong time, Paul, when you quit at episode 6, because genuinely I want to say it's episode 7 where you finally get the thing that's introduced in the very first moments of the show. It's like it's very similar to how Game of Thrones was. Do you remember when Game of Thrones was and the first thing you see in Game of Thrones and the first thing you read in Game of Thrones is that one that guy who gets killed by the fucking frost zombie, and you're like, holy shit, frost zombies, and then you literally don't have frost zombies forever in that show. There's no frost zombies, and so you're just wondering. Now, don't get me wrong, there was interesting, good stuff going on there,
don't like Game
but
of Thrones either.
not as, and I mean, certainly not as, it didn't grab me as hard as this one did, but it took a long time for this, and genuinely, the first 5 or 6 episodes of this, really hard to watch. So.
I mean, the thing about Game of Thrones is they never ended it, so there was that final season.
That final season that never happened. So
really,
it's like
so it's kind of weird.
Yeah, I wish they would have made a second and third Matrix for the same reason.
Who knows?
Gosh, it would have been so good if they had those. That would have been so good. All right. So Ian, we have a couple of things we want to play. Tom, like I said, Tom had an emergency. Tom is not going to be with us tonight. We're going to be really short, relatively short stream tonight. But I do want to play. I'm going to play the video. Let me call that video up of the national anthem so we can watch it. I'm going to watch that first.
We'll
so
do let me call it up. Okay.
Because we got to call up that, because I want people to understand what it sounds like first. So let's watch the actual woman giving her performance at the whatchamaffuck, whatever it was. CPAC, was that it? CPAC?
It was
CPAP machine? Is that what it was?
Not CPAC, something. Not C. Anybody? Come on. The key of not C.
I liked it. Very good. Very good. All right. So here we go. I'm gonna call this out. I got to share this correctly. So let me do this.
Please stand.
We got to share. Oh, I stopped sharing. Now I'm going to share again. Share Chrome tab, and it is performance. There we go. Share audio. Everybody, we're gonna watch the national anthem as given at CPAP. So here we go. Screen sharing. Here it is, everybody. The national anthem.
Oh, God.
That's terrible. That looks awful.
Oh, that was a zoom in.
That's a zoom in. Let me zoom out.
Also, on the show notes, there is going to be an amazing version where they harmonized. Beautiful. We'll post that in the show notes.
Is that this?
There we go. Is that the one? No, this is just regular. You know what? I don't hear it. Oh, that's why. Oh, it already took.
This is good stuff. This is.
It's pretty much in key. A little flat.
Now I'm not a
Oh.
singer myself,
Oh, artsy.
but
Oh, altered chords.
the chat here is amazing. Slow down.
Hey. Ooh, it's called the accidental. Whoa.
Now,
Key
it's
change,
different
height.
when you just shout, right? Like shouting is different than singing, isn't it? I mean, I think. I don't know.
I don't know.
Okay. I almost feel like I should be saluting.
Microtonal.
Am I doing it with the right hand? Guys, chat, tell me which hand do they salute with? I don't know. I wasn't a soldier. Is it left or right? It's right, right? Is it right?
Yeah, but I don't think it's to the head. It's out. I think.
It's out?
A little more. No, don't do it.
Like
don't do
this?
it.
Is
No,
that-
no. Stop.
Ooh, yeah. That's good.
Wait for
Now
that.
you're doing a good job.
E. This is real. This is real.
This is real. Okay, so now I did do a little work with this though, Ian. So let me save that. Let me switch to a different tab. So I did do a little
It
work
is a
with
very
this because
hard
you know I know a little bit about audio. Now I'm certainly not as good at you with this, but I do know a little bit about audio. And so I ran this through a one of those auto tune things. And so this is what came
luck.
out. So if you could put this up. This is just audio. I didn't do the video, guys. It's just audio. So this is me running it through auto tune. This is what it came up with. About right, right? It's like a 3-part harmony. God bless America, everybody.
Yeah.
God bless America.
It really works.
God bless it. What was that super chat? I
Auto-tune
missed it.
software.
I missed that super
It was
chat.
that was flat enough to make the rulers off. To make rulers off of. Oh my
I
god.
like it.
That's
I like
ridiculous.
it. So we wanted to play that for you guys. Like we said, Tom is having an emergency,
Yeah.
but we do have something else we want to do. This is Ian wanted to.
Yeah.
I don't know. Ian just wanted the floor, so I would just want to give him an opportunity to have the floor.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to my dark void. I just wanted to take this moment to apologize to everyone for the maybe the audio of my last ad. I heard you loud and clear, and I figured that this was a time that I wanted to take the time to explain misophonia and our role in providing a warm and welcoming environment to those affected. This is Misophonia and You, a What You Talking About production. What is misophonia? So misophonia is a disorder in which certain sounds trigger emotional or physiological responses that some might perceive as unreasonable given the circumstance. Those who have misophonia might describe it as when a sound drives you crazy. Their reactions can range from anger and annoyance to panic and the need to flee. Now, before we move on, it's important to mention that misophonia is different from a few other words that are similarly titled. Misophobia is, of course, the fear of dirt. Misophonia is the fear of the sound of dirt. And misophobia is, of course, the fear of soup. So next we have Misophonia ranges from mild to severe, and it can cause people to be anxious, uncomfortable, an urge to flee, or disgust. Now, if your response is more severe, the sound in question might cause rage, anger, hatred, panic, fear, emotional distress, you to unsubscribe from a Patreon, perhaps. Those with a severe reaction often develop anticipatory anxiety when they suspect that a trigger may be present. This can cause avoidance of friends, family, social gatherings, and media. And that's very serious. Okay. Now, what is happening? So researchers point to a disruption in the connectivity in parts of the brain that process both sound stimulation and the fight or flight response. It's also important for us to understand what are the triggers. Now, here's where we would normally play a selection of sounds for clarity, but upon consultation with the American Auditory Avoidance Awareness Association of America, we have determined that that would be counterproductive. Of course, that's the sextuple A. So common sounds include eating, including soup, breathing, chewing, lip smacking, speaking sounds, S, P, and K, nasal noises, throating clearing, apparently I wrote, sucking through the teeth
Caliente.
sounds,
That's a caliente.
sniffing, sight of gum chewing. So there are also
these are
visual
caliente
responses.
now that I think about it.
Sight of eating with the mouth open, pet licking, nails clicking,
Can I get
high
a
heels
caliente
on hard
in
floors.
chat? Can we get a caliente in chat, please?
Repetitive, softer sounds like pen clicking, pencil tapping,
Thank
fidgeting,
you.
or wiggles of the foot. Sound of windshield wipers.
Wiggles in the foot? That's
dogs
a caliente.
barking.
Yeah.
Dogs barking, not the idiom. And also keyboard or finger tapping. Now, it's also important that people with misophonia may be triggered by visual stimuli that accompany these sounds, especially those that are repetitive in nature. Moving on, a recent observational study entitled Misophonia Phenomenology, Comorbidity, and Demographics in a Large Sample suggests that subjects have comorbid traits of obsessive-compulsive personality disorder, mood disorders, attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, autism spectrum conditions, tinnitus, and hyperacusis. Now, is it treatable? Of course, there are some options available. According to the Misophonia Association, there are anecdotally, there's pharmaceutical effectiveness in regards to anti-anxiety or anti-OCD medications. Psychological treatments also involve cognitive behavioral therapy, dialectical behavioral therapy, behavioral management, hypnosis, meditation, mindful-based stress reduction, and polyvagal theory, which actually appears to be pseudoscience, so don't do that one. Also, possible physiological therapies include acoustic therapies with from audiologists, including various sound-generating devices, neurobiofeedback, which is, of course, the real-time display of brain activity most commonly in electroencephalography, alpha stim, which I believe is basically a placebo effect. Chiropractic adjustment, definitely pseudoscience. EMDR, which is, of course, eye movement desensitization and reprocessing.
Oh, that's amazing.
EMDR is also likely to be pseudoscience, and GAPS diet is likely pseudoscience, which is, of course,
no, we
the
pay
leaky
Ian
gut,
just enough,
theory.
everybody. We pay him just enough.
Gut and psychology syndrome.
We might pay him
other,
too much, actually. No, I'm thinking
some other options for lifestyle and technology.
Did you buy these stock photos with our credit card?
Possibly. Exercise, frequent and vigorous, dietary changes, healthy, vitamin-rich, regular sleep schedule, keeping a rhythmic schedule, of course. Noise-canceling headphones is an interesting one for real-life situations in which you can put in ear pods that maybe have noise-canceling or ambient sound makers. Home rearrangement to foster quiet in certain parts of the house and safe spots. Meetup groups to support one another. Planning happy events that do not include eating or close, quiet settings. Go bowling, biking. Family counseling to help with boundaries, understanding and supportive actions, and using your American Disabilities Act protection rights to accommodation on the job and in school. Now, most importantly, how can we help? Now, we need to listen to sufferers and respond to their requests without fussing. Okay, just because we made a mistake, we need to be
everybody
open
in
to
chat,
that.
tell me I look like that guy, because
Yes.
everybody's going to tell me I look like that guy.
I think
Guaranteed.
we all kind of look like
Guaranteed.
that.
Somebody's
Now,
going
don't
to say
be
I look like
offended
that guy.
if
Because he's a
Don't
white
be
guy
offended
with
if
a
someone
beard.
has to leave the room. If somebody has to leave the room, it's okay. Be mindful of their triggers and use trigger warnings when possible, like I should have during that ad. Be proactive about making your presence comfortable for
kidding,
them,
right?
and know that misophonia is not a phase. And I just wanted to thank everybody for this time with Misophonia and You, What You're Talking About, production, obviously a subsidiary of the Soundless Food Corp. Remember, you can't spell chew without ooh.
You really can't. You really can't.
You can't.
Everybody,
You really can't.
everybody, let's give Ian some
you,
hand
everyone.
claps in chat for that. Thank you so much, Ian. Thank you for apologizing to the audience for
Thank
the
you,
one
everyone.
commercial that they didn't
Fuck
like.
you.
They loved
There it is.
those other commercials so much. Fuck you,
you,
Ian.
Ian. Okay.
You know, we will have to, guys, I just want to let you know, if you super chat fuck you, Ian, we have to put that up there too. So, and everybody else has to see it for a longer period of time. So I'm just saying. Yeah. So, great.
I
Can you
am
take
sorry,
this down?
everybody. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Yes, there you go. I do apologize, and I hope you can forgive me. I'm sorry.
Hand clap. Oh, a bunch of thumbs down. So mean, everybody. Ian, you went through all that trouble to do that.
That's
And
stone banana. Don't
nobody
trust him.
cares. Nobody
Trust him.
cares.
Don't trust Don. Okay.
There's only a few people here who are not giving you the hand clappies. So I just want to let you know that we forgive you, Ian, but only barely. Only
No love.
Only barely. And we
Caribou,
will
what?
definitely look, we're gonna beat Ian in private. We don't do that in front of everybody. That's rude. We'll do it in private. We'll discipline him in private. So he's look at all these thumbs down, man. People really didn't like that. I don't know. I don't think you did a good enough job. Do you want to do it again? Do you think you on a second?
Sure.
try?
Okay. So
No,
yeah,
we're not doing it again.
Everybody, I
We're
just
not doing
wanted
it
to.
again.
Oh,
We're not doing it again.
but it's a misophonia, and you. It's a
No,
what shoe
no,
talking about
don't.
product. Okay.
Don't do it.
But the what shoe talking about was kind of funny.
It was. It's very clever, Ian. How's that working out for you?
I don't know. Well, Tyler, there we go.
Thank you, Tyler.
No redos.
And I will just say it.
Barely
Fuck you,
loved
Ian, for him.
All
There
right,
we
I
go.
appreciate it.
Okay, so
Sorry,
I know
you
we don't have a
thought
lot
that's
of time tonight. We didn't have a lot of time to do stuff. We will, however, close this out with a little bit of the Star Spangled Banner, just so everybody can hear it one more time. We're going to close it out with the Star Spangled Banner. Can you put this back up, Ian, so everybody can hear it? This is
Oh, boy.
Star Spangled Banner through the auto-tune. What does this say? Got to read it.
It says, fornicate you, Ian. You're awesome. The other F word refuses to post.
Oh, there we go. Here we go. You going to put this up? You going to play this?
It should be. Oh, you know what? It's.
There we go. Here we go, guys. Thank you for joining us. We're gonna play you out with this wonderful rendition. That was a violation of the Geneva Convention, says Baron von Krog's. I think it was, and so we're apologizing with this wonderful rendition of the national anthem. I think she nails it here. Nailed it. Really hits those notes. All right, everybody,
That
we
was
got
a
to bounce.
violation of the Geneva Convention.
Bye,
was a
everyone.
violation.
Thank you for joining us. We'll see you
Bye,
next
everyone.
week.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
I am sorry. I hope
Yeah,
anyone
Ian
isn't
is
offended
sorry.
by that.
Ian's
I was
very
just
sorry.
trying to make everybody happy and laugh at the last one. And this
Yeah,
one.
no, it's fine. It's fine. Just scare everybody off so they don't listen to the show anymore. That's great.
No,
Thanks, Ian.
it's
It's awesome.
Just,
I mean,
okay.
you could do this on your stream.
I mean, between the ad and this that you just played, is anybody listening? Less jingoism in the next stream.
Yeah, less jingoism.
Can't die in. Okay. All right.
No,
Thank you,
man, we're American.
Ian
Fuck
is
yeah.
MAGA. You shut your whore mouth. Jed. You son of a bitch.
Oh, goodbye, everybody. Good night.
Bye-bye.
Love your watermelons.
Thank you.
How did your watermelons turn out, by the way, Ian? That we
It was
bought
actually
you.
really
They turn
good.
out good.
I mean,
Yeah,
it was
we got
like, it was
What
really,
does
I was,
watermelon
like, actually
juice taste
excited.
like? Does it taste like water?
It's like kind of Jolly Rancher-esque. If anybody's had a Jolly Rancher watermelon, it was pretty intense, but it's good.
Is it?
The watermelon's good.
They're
Yeah.
GMO free, I think we got.
I
GMO-free
appreciate.
ones,
Oh,
yeah.
that's a thing that matters.
As soon as Tom found out last week, he said, "I am going to order Ian a bunch of watermelons
like,
through
who
Instacart."
would have
He
done this?
literally
And I was
did that.
like-
He did it. He did
It
it within
had to be
seconds.
Tom.
As soon as it was over, he said,
Seconds.
"I'm going to do it." I said, "Go right ahead." We charged it on the show credit card. We're like, "Go ahead and do it, whatever it takes."
I was like,
So we
"You
sent watermelons to
son
Ian. We
of
sent
a
4 watermelons to
bullying."
Ian last. It was bullying, admittedly. It's
I was
bullying.
confused when I walked
Yeah, no.
around because I was like, I thought Tom would just send me a check, and then I was like, "What do you want?" They like me to check the front door or something, and they weren't even in bags. The watermelons were
I
rolling
know.
on the ground.
I know the dude just
and
left
I
him
was
on
like,
the
"What?"
ground. Oh, it's amazing.
Literally,
that
that
guy
was
shouldn't have got a tip. I don't think.
I was like, "What?"
He didn't
is
want to pay
going
the extra
on?
for the bag. That's the problem.
All right. Well, thanks everybody.
Bye, everybody.